Hello, travelers from across the space. This is your host, Cosmo Lord, and today I want to show you my deck profile for Volcanics. I have been working so hard for this deck profile. I was playing quite a lot with this deck to prove itself, and I wanted to show you the result of the testing, the how the deck can perform, and what I achieved with this deck. I wanted to play this deck in my local regional, but I couldn't go there. But I managed to top through Diamond in Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega. There's a platform where you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I did pretty well. I was close to be master rank, the highest one, but the rank got received. But yeah, I had so much fun. I reached to that place just playing this deck since bronze to diamond. So I'm in love with volcanics, and maybe this will be my deck to go in the coming future with the new support. I'm in love with this archetype, as fire fan I am, and yeah, so happy. First, before we move to the deck profile, I just want to give a shout outs to two things. One is to Token Collector. This amazing playmat they made. It was thanks to them. Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Dominican Republic custom playmat. He's the best. He can make anything you want. So if you want any playmat in Dominican Republic, you should ask Token Collector RD. And then we have Imperial Duelist with this amazing Rengoku deck box. I love it. Thank you so much, Token and Imperium, for these amazing accessories. So without further ado, let's go with the deck profile. First, we have the best in the win condition of this deck, Volcanic Emperor. This card is insane. It's one of the best cards I read in quite a long time. I mean, it doesn't have any downfalls. You see, this card can be special summoned by indirect summon. I mean, it's like Block Dragon. This does not activate an effect. So just remove the following. You can remove 3 Pyro monster for your graveyard or field, or you can just remove 1 Blaze Accelerator card face up in the field or in the graveyard, and that's it. It gets a special summon even from your hand or graveyard. Insane. And the other effect states, when this card reaches the field, you can activate its effect. You will inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each Pyro banished in your banning zone. Then, if this card triggers that effect, you can set 1 trap card from your deck to the spell trap zone. 1 volcanic trap card. This guy is insane. And there's another effect, a continuous effect. Each time your opponent special summon a monster, inflict 500 damage. Insane card. Really powerful, and this is your win condition. You can blow your opponent just by burning it. So yeah, finally Volcanic has a decent and powerful win condition and boss monster. That's why I love Volcanics. You can play this deck by inflicting really powerful effect damage, or you can just go battlefield because this guy has a really insane attack stat, so you can do really crazy stuff with Volcanic Emperor, best card of the deck and the win condition of it. Then we have another big monster. We have the classic Doomfire. There's a reason why I use Doomfire. It's really easy to summon this card now, and the fact that all the monster your opponent control needs to attack this card. So you special summon this card in the battlefield with the trap card that Volcanic has. All the attacks needs to go through this guy. And if this card destroys a monster by battle and sent to a graveyard, all the other monsters are destroyed, and then you inflict 500 damage for each. And the way this card is summoned is really important because you can send a 3 Blaze Accelerator, and there's a volcanic drop card that's treated as 3 Blaze Accelerator, and you want it in the graveyard. So it's a fantastic card. It's a powerful monster. Just go for kill if you need it. And then we're playing on the engine, the engine of death, the card that moves the wheel. the cards that you always want to see is Trooper. Trooper is all volcanics needed. When this card is summon, normal special, you can add one volcanic card from your deck to your hand, and the other effects take as follow. You can discard one card, and then you can create a token to your opponent's side of the field. It has like 1000 attack, and then if this card is destroyed, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Powerful card. You get your engine going, and I was playing white later on. So yeah, you have to play 3 in each volcanic deck profile. You must see the card. And then we have another card that was the best card of volcanics back in the day. But right now, I even just playing 2 because of the fact that I want to see Trooper instead of this. Why? Because if your opponent imperm you or Baylor, you're kind of screwed. You don't have a card that we will show later on, a spell card. With Trooper, the fact that it's cost to discard, sometimes you want to discard card for your hand to be able to play the game. But with this card, you can. So that's why I cut it to 2, and I have another ways to search more fire monsters. So many searchers was not the best. We want other stuff. And talking about other stuff, we have Volcanic Scattershot. Scattershot is one of those cards that I still think why this card doesn't have print, hold print. This card deserves the spotlight. Maybe it's a super rare card. When this card hits the graveyard, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent, and then if you send this card to the graveyard using a Blaze Accelerator effect, you can send 2 monsters for your deck with the same name, and then you may Raigeki, destroy all your opponent monsters. So if you do that to your opponent, you're really inflicting good damage and you're wiping the board. And if you're using Blaze Accelerator reload, this effect can be quick in your opponent's turn. So that's why this card is really powerful. And then we have the best level 1 volcanic now is Ringfire. Ringfire, oh my god, I love this card. Ringfire has two amazing effects. You can use each of this effect on per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can remove this card in resolution. You activate first. You try to trigger their effect. I want to remove this card. If your opponent did not respond to that, you can remove this card, and then you can throw a volcanic card from your deck to your graveyard. And then this allows you to have Emperor ready to go, because since you have a monster remove, you will make the damage. So then you can set anything you want. And then the second effect, this card sent to the graveyard. I can manage one Blitz Accelerator from my graveyard or face up in my spell trap zone and put another one for my deck face up in the field. So quite powerful card. That's why I told you can summon Doomfire really easily. And then we have the MVP of Volcanics all time long. We have Volcanic Shell. Volcanic Shell, if there are people that playing this deck with a Volcanic Shell, they are not playing this deck correctly. This deck makes your engine going, and since it has a low attack stack, it can come in handy with another card I will show you now, and that's Hita, the Fire Charmer. In other fire decks that are being popular, like Rescue Ace, this card was not that great. But in a pirate deck with monster really low, and you want a consistency to do your combos, Hita is the most amazing card. Allow you to play some side deck options that I'm gonna show you, and I just in love with this card. You can discard this card and one fire monster then you can search a monster from your deck with a higher attack than the one you discarded. So you discard Volcanic Shell, you can search like any fire monster you have in your deck. So it's insane. And then you discard Volcanic Shell, you can activate the effect again, and you have another card in your hand. So Hita, amazing support card for the archetype. Then we're moving on in staples. Staples that are fire with Ash Blossom, sorry. We have this Caillou, and then we have Blaster. The reason is obviously these two cards can be searched with Hita and are really powerful. Any floodgate you can vote with that. Any powerful monster you can go use Caillou, and that's it. And then we have Ash because it's actually best answer of the format, and you can recycle it in this step. So it's a fire archetype. Then we have the last card. We have Nibiru, quite mandatory right now with so many specials. I'm gonna focus that. So yeah. And then for the spell trap card, I have 3 Volcanic Blaze Accelerator and 2 Blaze Accelerator. This card are connected. If you activate this card, you need to send as cost of activation 1 Blaze Accelerator for your deck to the graveyard. Then you are allowed to special summon 1 monster from your hand, 1 Volcanic, and you can target 1 monster your opponent control, send 1 Volcanic monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then destroy that card. So this card makes your deck going really crazy with combos, and sometimes I was using just 3 and 1, but with that, when you activate the first one, you are kind of locked, and this card becomes brick. That's why I love this deck to 2. And since I have Ringfire, if I draw this, I can make this card become any spell spell that I need. I mean, 1 Blaze Accelerator, Reload, or anything that I want, or maybe a Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. So yeah, good choice in that regards. Let's continue. You have Forbidden Dropple in this deck. Is such a powerhouse because right now you can discard cards from your hand, and you want to discard sword cards from your hand because most of your sword you're having bad for you are having it bad for the graveyard. So yeah, I'm so happy this card is back because of our ice card is gone. Then we have Lightning Storm because right now there's something that I want to tell you about this version. I'm playing this deck in a way that I go in second always. So if I go in second, that's why I have Trinity Beru. That's why I have all this card. I want to be able to disrupt my opponent completely, and then I can go for a really powerful attack damage, and then kill him with fire stuff, burning my opponent or something like that. And then we have Full Super of Gods. It's kind of mandatory because we have a powerful dropped card that I want you to see. And then we have Fire Ejection. Fire Ejection is an amazing card for this archetype. Maybe you can play more than one. That's up to you. And then we have Harpy Feather Duster 4 or less drop card. And then moving on to the drops. I just play 4. The Amazing Blazes are rated real, quite a powerful card. And then we have Volcanic Emission and Volcanic Inferno. And that's pretty much my deck profile. So let's go with the extra deck. This was supposed to be the deck that I will use in the regional Volcanic happen. We have Mirage, we have Link Reveal. We use so many level 1 cards. So these cards are really powerful, relinquish. So yeah, that's why I have it in there. And then we have a lot of really good Link to monsters. You see? All this monster, you can take them out. A section with those 5 monsters, something like that. These cards are really powerful. You need to play yes or yes. So yeah, gotta always play this card in your deck. And then we have higher monsters like Unicorn, like Black Luster Soldier, that can be made really easy in this deck. And then we have level 4 Opaloosa, Access Gold Talker, and then we have the Goddess. So yeah, an amazing extra deck for an amazing deck profile. So yeah, I'm so happy with my deck performance overall. So yeah, our combos and stuff that you can make with this deck, well, the possibilities are endless. You have the win condition of Emperor, but overall this strategy is really fun, it's really cool. It makes your opponent think twice before doing anything like a spell summon or something like that, because Emperor can kill them. So I will just wait for you to tell me what you guys think about this deck profile. Do you want to see any duels using this deck in the combo that you saw? Just let me know, guys, in the comment below. If you enjoy this video, please give a like and a thumbs up. It helped me quite a lot, and share it with your friends. See you guys. Peace.